All right, I think we are up. Yeah, here we go. The Teacher Danny live stream is starting right now. I am scripting every single day in TypeScript for Meta Horizon Worlds for their upcoming contest, Mobile Reloaded, where they're giving away $2.5 million in prizes. And I don't want to say giving it away. I almost want to say like they're paying $2.5 million because you got to earn it. They're not just giving it to you. You got to earn it. I'm going to try to earn my share. It could be up to $200,000. And I also want to help people get their share. And, you know, I've been having a topic every night, like, what are we going to do? Tonight, I'm trying to work on my project. And my project, I'm running into some walls right now. And I'm just going to smash my head against this wall and see which one gives first. So I'm going to stay on my topic. So that's why the title of this video was, It's My Turn. Okay? I'm not teaching any, I'm going to go over my stuff. I'm going to try and figure this out for the next hour because I really didn't want to like not have a stream tonight. And I also don't want to sit here and just blah, blah, blah the whole time. So let's get straight to it. All right. Here is what I am trying to build. Look at this. Okay. So I go to this world. You know, you have Team A or Team B. Okay, one person will click one button, the other person will click the other button. And again, everything I'm going to show you is still going to be styled. Don't think this is how I'm going to leave it, all right? So once someone picks A and another person picks B, it'll teleport both those people to either this A side or this B side. They each go to their either side, and each of them has a UI right there. So you get teleported to this side on Team A, you're the Team A guy, and this is your board. This is the UI. And again, I'm going to change all the colors, all the buttons, probably even these pictures. All right, and we can cycle through 5 different types of Danny bots. They're battle bots, Dannymon. Let's see. Okay, it is not working. So let's do that thing where we, let's see, make a copy of it. Control D, W. Alright, there's the one I just copied. There's the one I just copied. Alright. So again, push one of those 2 buttons. That's on the script. Then it'll teleport you here, and then this is right in front of you. And then you can click on it to cycle through the characters. Okay, so there's like 5 kinds of Dannymon. So by default, it gives you the electric one. You know, and you choose which one of these you want. And each one of them has up to 5 evolutions. And so then you can't really see on these buttons. We'll have to, let me see. Now that I can do all this, I can make it open. Okay, yeah, there you go. So these are the 5 buttons that you pick for that character. And you see the buttons kind of change. They got different fonts, different colors. Looks like I'm going to have to make those bigger because, you know, I want this set for mobile. And this is relative to mobile. Maybe mobile's going to be a little wider. Or taller, I guess. So now that you've picked your type, which, you know, type of Dannymon you want, the lava one, the ocean, atomic, whatever, then you get to pick which evolution, 1 through 5. And you have to earn them, and I haven't coded that part. I'm not even close to coding that part in yet, but you have to earn them. So you automatically, everyone gets a level 1 of every single type. Okay? And then what's going to happen is you click level 1, and it says level 1 selected for character ocean. So it knows now that my level is 1, because that's the level of these 5 levels. And again, this text is just here for me. When I make it for the game, it'll say something along the lines of, you know, the person's name. Teacher Danny has selected level 1 ocean character. Something like that. Oh, you know what? My mic. My friends texted me about my mic. I think I didn't set the what is it called? The record level. I usually have to lower it down. Maybe I didn't lower it as much as I normally do. All right, hit me up, Aaron. Tell me how it sounds now. So you pick your bot, and then your bot is supposed to show up, and that's where I'm at. I'm trying to get to the point where like you click the bot, and the level 1 bot will show up. Okay, so this is where I'm at. Okay, let's look at the scripts I have. All right. So right here was the matchmaker. That was the thing with the 2 buttons where we select. Right here, this is going to be the fight manager. This is the fight manager. This is going to like run the points, and it's going to say, good. And this one is going to run the points. It's going to keep track. It's going to be the one that like levels you up. If you get like experience points, it'll decide how many experience points you get. Every time the UI is going to change. It's going to have you do, watch what the UI changes to. It's going to change to an attack UI. Oh, it already did it, but. All right, let me copy it again. Control D. All right, and see, these are the attack buttons, and then when you fight, you'll have these attack buttons. And again, they're just kind of like just spaced out. Okay, they're going to be closer together, and then you would have your like little character in front of you, and the other opponent would have their little character that looks like the one in that picture. Let me show you guys the characters, but just while we're here. This has nothing to do with. It's not going to help me code, but like, okay, so there's 5 types, right? There's mud, lava, ocean, electric, and atomic. And level 1 is the egg. Okay, we call it the protobot, but because that's like the original. So you start out with an egg, and then after you get in enough fights with the egg, then you can bump up to the next level. Here's a like level 2 one. See, they're just kind of like baby bots, and they're just bouncing up and down. I thought that would be cute to add that little mechanic in there. Then the third one is like the basic one. That's the mid-range. That's the mid-level. This is the one that's going to be like on the posters and stuff. This is, I think, I'm going to try to get people to use these the most. They're level 3s. I want people to work up to level 3 anyhow. And then, of course, there's level 4 and 5 for every single one. All right. So, yeah, see, I made some of the bots. They're bigger in this one. And here's like some of their attacks that they're going to use, And I'm trying to animate these. Okay, and as you can see, we fight in an arena. I got a couple of arenas up here, but it'll be this arena. All right, so here's where we are at. Okay, so I got the match, and here's the thing about coding or programming. Maybe not necessarily coding, but programming. A lot of it is not necessarily typing code. You come up with plans. So here's a little diagram. Why is everything so see-through? Why am my settings are all weird or different. So you know what? I did unplug a bunch of stuff because I wanted to move. Anyway. So I'm writing down. So first thing we got is the matchmaker, the thing with 2 buttons. Then the matchmaker, once it knows who the 2 people are, it'll tell the fight manager who the 2 people are. Okay, and then after it, so then the fight manager knows who the people are. Team A and Team B knows who's who. It'll send them to their correct side, and then when it sends them to their side, it will. It's just going to wait because the UI is a whole separate code. The UI that we're going to be using here is a whole separate code. And then when I finally choose a character, it is going to tell the battle manager. Oh, no. Then this is going to go back and tell the fight manager, okay? So then the fight manager is going to hold that information. The fight manager, just this little cube right here, and we'll look at that script probably mostly. It's probably going to be where most of the action is. That one is going to know who the two players are, and they're going to know which characters that they picked. Okay. So let's look at a script in. For those of you who've been watching every day, I went back to Windsurf. I don't know, it's let me use the UI because I decided, I was like, dude, I'm just going to pay for it. This thing is so freaking good. But I was having a lot of luck with VS Code as well, but I don't know. Okay. So I was going through all my code, and I had to put it away for a little bit. You can't stare at it all day; you'll go nuts. And then, so I put it down for about 45 minutes, hour. I came back and I opened up the UI and I said, "Hey, can you tell me what these scripts in this world do?" And then what in the world? Sequence overview. Wow. That's amazing. It made up a whole chart of where everything is connected. And I didn't read any of this stuff. I just went to the bottom and it gave me a summary. I said, what's this world do? And it gives me a summary, right? And then at the end of the summary, it goes like this. If you want, I can fix the null versus undefined. It's like, I'll fix that thing for you. I was like, what? I didn't know something needed to be fixed. So that's the next thing I typed in before I put on this stream. Because I realized, I was like, man, I got to get going. I got to put it up there. So I said, what is the player assignment in Fight Manager that you are referring to? Here, okay, we got Fight Manager up. You see, it's all these code. How many lines is it? 422, which, like, by most standards is not a lot of code. It's a lot of code for me, but all right. So it opened up Fight Manager to cite the exact lines where the team assignment checks use null and show how the fields are initialized to undefined. The declaration uses undefined. In Fight Manager, players are declared without their initial values, so they are undefined. Private player 1 starts out undefined, and so does player 2. So player 1 and player 2 are the two variables. Their type is player. You know how a variable can be a string or a number or whatever. It can also be a player. So there's a player 1 variable that starts out empty and a player 2. And if there's not a player to attach to it, then it comes out automatically undefined. This bar right there means or. Right? What does the 2 bars mean or? Anyway. Okay. See around lines 45 to 46. Let's go to it. Yep, so here's the two players I was talking about. Check uses null. In the team assignment handler, the code for checks against null instead of testing for no value. Okay, so later on it does a check to see if we have, what's it called? If the player has been defined yet. Okay, all right. So we just used the wrong word. There's like two different words we can use, and in one instance we used undefined, and then when we wanted to check on that to see how it was, we used the word. Oh, we said, is it null? We were supposed to say, is it undefined? Or we could just change this right here to null. I bet you it's just going to tell me. So let's see what it says. Option A: change the team assignment to if team A equals team B. Else if this dot player 1. Okay, change the declarations. Yeah, null. There we go. Okay, I'm going to tell it. Let's see. If you want, I can apply option A. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll do option A. Do option A. Now, just a couple days ago, it told me I ran out of like credits or whatever. So, and I got to talk to somebody because I'm not sure. Right here it says like GPT-5. So I have all these choices. Maybe I should try switching it over to Pro. We'll see. We'll see when this runs out if I can use something else. I don't know. Because I already have a Pro subscription. All right, so here's the only changes. It checks. Gets rid of what's in red, right? Okay, whatever. Well, I'm going to accept. All right. So I accepted. Now, what was the second thing? If you want, we can test quickly now. We don't need to test. It works. I see it works. All right. So what was the other problem it was telling me I had before I even asked it? Animation, synchronization, summary. Okay. Wire character choice to battle for earlier preloading. Okay. Why did you want to wire character choice to Alright, it recommended that, and I'm asking why. Like, did it mess up or something? Because here's the thing, I haven't been able to get anything to spawn. You have things in your asset library, and you can just have them come out whenever. Like, you push a button, and then it'll appear. And there's, obviously you can be much more intricate with it. Like, it doesn't just have to be the button. It could be, that depending on how many points you have, whatever. It can depend on what object you're bringing out. All right. Now this, oh man, this is so big. Oh, okay, it wasn't that long. All right. So, why wire character choice to battle TS? Battle preloading hook exists. Okay, in start, it calls preload assets, AB character to stage assets but in your flow, battle won't receive this unless someone targets it with that event. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out earlier. So that confirmed it. That's good. If battle has assets preloaded, spawning and the first perform attack animation are smoother, less or no first use hitching. Without preloading, battle falls back to on-demand behavior. Earlier preloading is good. Great. Current state in your project. So BattleBot, the UI sends the character type to the fight manager. All right, we don't need to go ways to wire it. Forward from fight manager. On receiving it, also send a code block event to battle. Okay? So, when we receive character type in fight manager. So let's go to fight manager. Let's do Control F. I was looking for when it gets called in. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll probably find it. It's only 10 different choices. Okay. So character type. Team chosen. Character type. Perfect. Okay. So when this fight manager, when this event character type is called by the UI, because the UI is where you push the button, decide which character you want. So when it decides, it sends an event to here, which doesn't do anything. I see. When this event is called, this function will happen, and the only thing that happens in this function is a console.log, which, as you know, is just basically just some side information that only the programmers can see. So, yes, let's forward from fight manager. Caveats: event name mismatch. Expects character choice. You renamed the event's character type. If you want to wire battle, either send character choice to battle or, okay. Let's see. Let's forward. So send from UI to both. Have UI send it to fight manager and battle directly. This avoids coupling. Fight manager, but requires the UI to know the battle entity. Okay, that's fine. No, I'll just do the first one. Okay. Let's forward from fight manager and change what we need to. I want to keep character type. Keep the term. As opposed to character choice. Yeah. And do the renaming as well. Okay, perfect. So it's doing all the thinking. I'm telling you, I can't believe it. You know, so here's the thing. Because I've had AI do so much, I don't know my code that well. Like, as well as someone who rewrote it over and over and over again themselves. Like, programmers usually have to do, or a lot of times have to do, or get deep involved in it. So I'm over here and I'm trying to, like, get acquainted with the script. Like, while I'm doing it, I understand it, but then I put it down and I don't come back till the next day. And I'm like, okay, hold on. Where was what? How is this organized? And I was like, man, see, this is the price you pay for letting AI do it. But here's the thing. AI still did it so much faster that if I have to spend an entire day just looking at it, it's still faster than I would have done it if I had to keep referencing and figuring things out myself and calling a friend and testing things. And, you know, I mean, I was testing this thing for a while and I realized you can't test it alone. You have to have two different people on the buttons. So I did get someone in there to test it with me. But now, instead of calling people, I'm going to set up my second headset. And then I wear a headset and I play as a different avatar and I go in here and you'll see a second avatar. I call him camera bot. I use him like as a camera. What am I doing? Okay, are you done? I was doing all these things. Okay, let's see what this says. Well, let's see what it did actually. Only did that? What did it do in BattleBot? Nothing? What did it do? Anything in battle? Okay, it did do a lot in battle. Okay, let's look what it did in Fight Manager first. Okay, so it's sending a code block to the battle entity called character type, and all it's doing is telling it the character. Okay. And here, I when I first started, see, here's what happens is you start figuring out like better, more understandable words, but character is actually like another word for type in the way I use it. But anyway, okay. So I'll accept that, and let's go to the battle one and see what that wants to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and then add all this. So let's see what it's getting rid of. Okay. Instead of the perform attack, because that is when, that's when it does some action. It's going to do some action there. All right. Instead of doing that, it's just going to take in the character type. It's going to set up my player characters, and that's it. So, all right. What I changed to keep character type and enable early preloading. Okay. So, Fight Manager now sends information to battle. Okay, Fight Manager. In Fight Manager .start, where the character type is handled, I forward the event to the battle entity. Okay. Character type, whatever. Why this helps, optional next step. If you ever want to preload by level 2, you can also forward level choice. you already do before fight starts, so battle can include the chosen level's model in its preloads. Okay, so it's pretty much done. Okay, I want to preload by level 2. Okay, so what will happen when a player clicks a level on the UI? And I'm not sure it's going to get this. But let's see. Well, what I got to do now is I got to go test it. So here, let me grab my headset real quick while this is working. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm here. Don't leave. Millions of viewers. Don't leave. Okay. Oh, good. I still have 1 million people in here. Thank goodness. All right. And I'm not going to bother showing you. A lot of times I'll cast it. And then I'll cast it, and then I'll show everybody on the computer. But we're just going to go to the world, and you'll see me in there. You'll see me right in here, where we test the world. Okay, so there's my regular avatar with my cool leather jacket. That's why I want to be in the metaverse, so I can be cool. Don't I look cool? All right. And I know I've mentioned this before, but this is like one of my favorite things when I'm on the computer. I'm like, oh, gotta go in. It's like the Matrix. It's like there's only certain things you can do in there. And let's always remember there's things that we can only do outside of it too. So we don't have to be in love with the thing, but whoops. That's not what I wanted. Okay. What am I doing? Get rid of avatars. There we go. Okay, I think this is going to take me right to this world. Hopefully you'll see me pop up somewhere on the screen. I'm pointing at the screen. Okay, I clicked on a world. I wanted to send me to world, but it only sent me whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, here I go. I'm entering. All right, so let's. Let's use this reset. See, there's camera bot. There's me. All right. So I click Team A. And Teacher Danny, you click Team B. Okay, so you see it teleported us both. And I'm on the Team B side. Oh no, I'm on Team A side. That's right. Okay, so you see, I'm on Team A, and I have the buttons, the same buttons that this guy has. See these buttons right here? And see, I don't have, when I'm in VR, I don't see that letter E that's up there. I just, I have 2 lasers sticking out of my hands, and I could just click on stuff. But anyhow, all right, let's go back to my side. So, we can cycle through characters. Oh, you can't see that. You know what? Let's get this guy to go over there so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I tested. So I'm gonna let's pick this guy. All right, I picked him. It says level 1 selected. And then I click start. Let's see. Let's look at the console log in here and see what happened. If anything. Okay. Missing fight manager or player to send. No current player. BattleBot UI 3. Okay, let me just double check. Okay. That I got all the right codes up. Fight manager, BattleBot 3, battle. Okay, let me go into the world. Fight manager, what's it got? Fight manager, great. Battle, is it just battle on it? Ah, there. Right, it's supposed to have battle on it. Okay. UAI. Okay. We got to plug in all these. I was trying to use a lot of more broadcast events, but I'm just going to hardwire everything, especially for later when I want to scale this. If I want to have 5 different arenas in one world. Battle. Okay, good. Oh gosh, where did I just have to put those in? Battle. Oh, fight manager. Fight manager still needs the battle entity. And because I know, see, it says 2 different battles, but see, that one has those curly brackets, and so that means it's a script. And this one has that outlined square, and that means it's an empty object. Okay. Now let's start again. Okay. Let's clear out this. Let's reset. Let's play. Okay. Again, I'll choose Team A. You choose Team B. Okay, it teleports us. Let's go C. Let's go look at the same one. Okay. Battle. No preloaded assets for spawn A. Okay, cool. So we're a step ahead of that we were before. These errors didn't come up before because we didn't even make it this far. These warnings. Okay. Okay, yeah, it did a lot. Oh my gosh. Did it redo things over and over again? Okay. Now let me click on these and I'll copy them. And that way I'll tell Windsurf. Not sure this is exactly what you're supposed to do when you do AI, but I don't know. This is how AI writes stuff for me. They put it in with the double asterisks. Well, used to. I don't think it's been doing that anymore. Okay, so I got that warning. Right. Unknown characters, a whole bunch. Okay. All right. Let's see. And I'm being extra dependent on this AI. Now it's going well, so, but this is new for me to use this much AI, and I'm not saying this like, oh, trust me, I have no problem using AI. I would be totally fine with using nothing but AI. I would be fine if AI just did the whole thing for me and I would just give it the idea, and then I could run the community. That's what I would really like to do. But I digress. So I just want to say I do not mind putting AI to work. All right. I am logging the following things in my console when I try to choose a level. Let's see if it gets all of those. Okay. So let's look at them at ourselves real quick. Okay. Battle. Unknown character key. And it tells you right here. It's in the battle script, line 295, 15 spaces in. So let's go to it. Battle 295. Are you going slow? Don't go slow. I want everything to work perfect always. That's fair, right? Okay. Slot means is it team A or team B? Character key. I mean, I would imagine that's which exact model. See, I have a list of every single 3D model that I have, and these are their IDs. So if I say, characters, all uppercase, if I write characters, dot, so it'll be characters dot, and one of these 5 objects. So it's electric, which has its own objects, or has its own items, mud, lava, whatever. So it'll be characters dot, one of those 5. So let's say I say characters dot electric. So now I'm in the electric object. And say if I say characters dot electric dot type, it'll come up with the word electric. But what if I say characters dot electric dot card? Well, that's the picture that I put when you can cycle through the images and choose your character. The image is, each guy has a separate image. And so the image is right here. That's the ID for that asset. And it just comes out as a texture. It's really easy to put pictures into UI. It's really easy to put. Sometimes people use UIs just to put a picture up because it's so simple, and it's so customizable. But later on, it'll say, get image, and it's like, which image? Characters.electric.type or .card. And so basically saying that is saying the same thing as this string right here. Even though it's numbers, it's not really like looking at it numbers, it's looking at it like a word. It's not going to do any calculations with that. It just knows that whatever matches that is which asset. So there's one asset in all of Horizon Worlds that has this number. I mean, this is a huge number. Let me see. Okay. That's it's like 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million. Okay, and I'm talking about the one just to the left of the thing. Okay, million, 10 million, 100 million, a billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, a trillion, 10 trillion. 100 trillion, a quadrillion, 10 quadrillion. So there's 10 quadrillion possible combinations because of this number. And I don't think there's that many grains of sand in the world. There might not be that many atoms in the world. I don't know. The quadrillion is a insanely huge number. If you tried to count to 1 quadrillion, this is 10 quadrillion. If you try to count to like 1 second, let's say a quadrillion seconds is how many years? So 33,000. Oh my gosh. 330,000 years? So if it was 10 quadrillion, it would be 3.3 million years. It would be 3,300,000 years. If it is 10 quadrillion seconds, and that was really important for this. Everybody has to know that you will win the contest now. If you don't, you can sue me. Record this. It's on you for not watching. Because I have the money. You could sue me. I'll settle. I got it like that. Just, it's more expensive. My lawyers are $500 an hour. Could you imagine? I'm a school teacher. I got some mafia lawyers paying them, Saul Goodman, paying them millions. Okay. All right. What is wrong with the errors? Okay. I swear I could just not read this and then just be like, okay, just fix it. Just do what's best. It would probably work, but okay. So unknown character key. So it tries to preload the assets with the slot, which is the team, and the character key. Okay. The battle unknown character key when character key is empty or not one of those 5. This happens because fight manager.fight start calls. I'm having so much issues with fight start. I'm confusing myself with that. It calls spawn character to arena. Okay. And at the time, fight starts right after both teams are chosen. Players typically haven't picked a character level yet, so the player 2 character are empty. That yields unknown character key, and then no preloading occurs. No preloaded assets to spawn. Timing mismatch. The flow currently tries to spawn characters at match start. But the assets, okay. Recommended actions. Gate spawning on valid selections. In fight start, the method within Fight Manager, only call spawn character arena when you have both a non-empty player 2 character and a valid player X level. Oh, I don't have my glasses on. All right, I guess I can just take that up right now. Move spawning to happen after both players have selected. Great. Trigger spawn from level choice. In Fight Manager.start, have a level choice handler. After setting the player 1 character level, player 2 character level, if both players now have a character plus level send. See what I mean? It just all blends in, and it's hard to keep track of. All right. Optional. Let battle react to level choice. Add a level choice handler to store the chosen level per slot and update to return. This makes pretty long. So, okay. Minimal code changes to. Well, let's see. Which of the? I want to say which do you recommend? Come on, Danny. I know I spelled recommend wrong. I don't care. Obviously, that's why I'm making no issue about it at all. Uh-oh, does my personality start to come out? Sorry, guys. My bad. Going back to the teacher. I'm a teacher. Excuse me. We raise our hands? Well, I can't even do it. I'm so sorry. I could turn into teacher so fast. Excuse me. How many times do you say excuse me as a teacher? Mr. Harrison, I know that your mother did not want you to put this book back. I don't talk like that. Here's my favorite. You will never. I'm not perfect, teacher. But you will never hear me say, the faster you get ready, the faster we can go. It's like they know that they don't care. They don't care about going. The faster you... I love it. I mean, I see that a million times. Okay. Defer, spawn, and trigger from level choice. That's the best. Okay. In Fight Manager, and I kind of just want to be like, just do it, but not. Let's read it. Okay. In the start method in Fight Manager, inside level choice handler, after setting the player character and the player level, check if both players have an empty character and levels greater than 0. If yes, send spawn character. Okay. Reasons, avoid. Okay. I am going to say that. Here, look. I'm just going to copy what he wrote. Yes, he gendered him. All right. Defer. I did kind of say it right. Defer spawn and trigger. From level choice, yeah. I'll guard the initial spawn, so it only spawns if character and level are selected. Thanks, buddy. All right. Now it'll do changes, but see, it's still working. It's in Fight Manager. Oh, look, see, it's right there. It added 17 lines and took out 5. So let's look at the ones it's taken out. And I'm not going to click accept or anything yet. I'm going to wait till it finishes doing stuff. 10:02. Okay, we are going to stop this in about 7 minutes. Just wanted to give you a heads up. I know that's very important. Oh my gosh, dude, I don't want to go to bed without at least, man. I mean, thank goodness I got 30 more days to turn this in, but like I don't want to wait that long, by any means. So we'll see. Okay, next okay, just accept all. I didn't even look at what the changes was. Oh, okay, see, it's checking if there's a character 2 and player level 2 is greater than 0. Okay. Next step, implement level awareness in Battle TS. Option A, add a level choice handler to store per slot levels. Okay, I like that idea. Do option A. Dude, this is going so. I'm totally the next Kai Cenat. Without a doubt. Kevin Hart's going to be over here breakdancing in my living room. All right. Refresh preloads for that slot. Hey, okay, I'm old. Explain this to me. Why is like 1/3 of the videos that I watch have the Skyfall song in the background? Great song. Awesome song. Awesome song. Adele is an awesome singer. And I'm not tired of it at all. But it's like what's the deal? Seinfeld never really actually talked like that. I mean, that was his voice, but he'd never say, "What's the deal with?" All right, set character type. Suggested quick tests. Well, let's see what you did first. What I changed, and where? Where'd you change it? Oh, in battle. Oh, okay. Chosen level A, and then see what's this stuff down here. Okay, it's just doing all these checks and get everything ready. Okay, we'll just accept everything. Is it ready to spawn anything? Yeah, see? Beam me up, Scotty. Okay, Team A. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click Team B. All right. And, oh, let's see what it said before I start testing it anymore. Yes, once both players have chosen teams, so fight start runs. Okay, press a level button, so level choice fires twice. Okay. So on this guy, I'm just going to pick, you know, I just pick the electric egg, and then I'll have this guy. He'll pick ocean egg or mud egg. Let's do mud egg. Oh. Character type received for mud. Oh man, I did it wrong. Okay, now let's see what happens if I pick one here. Okay, and I was hoping something would spawn up here. Nothing spawned. Sit down here. Spawn underneath or something? No. See, it's supposed to spawn right on these letters. Oh, no, these objects. These objects, yeah. See, I wonder where I would want to put them. Okay, so that did nothing. Alright, but we're getting somewhere. We don't have those errors anymore. Oh, we get, yes, failed to spawn asset. That's okay. So it's more of a warning, not a... Okay, and that was the only one. Alright, failed to spawn asset. Battle 244. Okay, I think I'm going to continue this on without you. Console battle failed. Okay, that was the warning from what? Where's the function? This is all in. Spawn character in arena. That's the one. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a big one. See, because it just highlighted this little box right there, that curly bracket. So that means from this white, you can see it over here on the right side. There you go. Anyway, so that's a pretty big function. Private spawn character. Okay. All right. Well, listen, thanks a lot for everybody watching. If you want to talk about how we can win this contest or create in Meta Horizon Worlds, or you want to play Demeo, holler at your boy, Teacher Danny out.